Hi everyone, we are Group 3 and today we'll be presenting our mini case presentation on Group 1's company, Company X. After implementing a new scheduling initiative designed to decrease abandonment rates on their phone lines, employees at Company X began to experience complications in meeting their weekly metrics. After voicing concerns about the negative impacts of the new scheduling initiative, employees were brushed off by their department lead. When this department lead was let go, they were replaced by two new directors, both who lacked familiarity with the initiative and team operations. Similar to the first department lead, these directors plan to improve Company X's performance by undertaking transformations in their processes. Again, concerns about the potential impacts of this new initiative on the team were not addressed by the directors. 2 years later, the results of the initiative are unknown, although Company X continues to face organizational issues and now must also deal with difficulties brought on by the pandemic, including massive layoffs. There is confusion and mistrust among the employees that were not laid off as Company X announces that they've received $500 million in funding. As the pandemic progresses, leadership introduces mental health days in response to complaints of employee burnout. However, the company is unsuccessful in implementing these mental health days for a variety of organizational reasons. At the end of lockdown, many employees felt underappreciated by leadership and made the decision to leave Company X.
There are four main aspects that are contributing challenges to the organization design of Company X. The first being company culture. The challenge with the company culture is that it is creating lack of motivation between employees in the workplace. When this occurs, employees are basically not wanting to work, and there is no surprise that there is no purpose or direction from management as it's developing a certain type of behavior within the organization. The next being is strategy. Strategy basically defines the environment within the organization that operates by setting the goals and objectives within an implementation of a business plan. Without this, there is basically lack of motivation between employees and basically not knowing where to start from in order to get to those goals and objectives. The next being is employee motivation. The challenge with this is basically without having a system to motivate employees by implementing a reward system, basically employees are basically not having a purpose to go to work, as in like they won't be able to receive any compensations, incentives, or benefits. It's always a great idea to have a reward system put in place in order to have the employees be motivated to work towards a goal. The next being is integration, basically in collaboration among the organizational units. Without this, there's no effective communication between other teams within the organization, as it leads into miscommunication around between other subunits and overall the organization.
Questions to ask to better understand the problem. Is the current organizational structure the best approach for meeting the needs of the company, or is the structure an obstacle to create effective results? How can leadership better address the needs and concerns of the employees? Another question we could ask is, how can the company prevent employees from leaving? And we could also ask, does the company learn effectively from its mistakes and apply the lessons learned to new situations? And lastly, does the company's recruiting process ensure that new employees have the necessary skills and capacity required to execute the company's strategies and achieve its goals?
Some proposed solutions that might remedy the challenges that confront the company are having adequate staffing, enough staff to cover daily tasks and individuals who may be out of office due to PTO, emergency contingencies, or illness. This will allow the company to have consistent work output under any circumstance. Employees should be given specific roles such as phones, chat, or technical support, and will report into a supervisor for their specific department. Staff will be made aware of their specific roles that they play within the overall organization, and their roles will be well defined with duties and responsibilities that the department can monitor well. Employees will be hired on as full and part-time with offered PTO, planned time off, or paid time off. The company will follow a determined schedule protocol, which will provide a reliable and functional organizational plan for employees. Good scheduling will ensure consistent service for increased customer satisfaction. Having a well-designed metric protocol will also furnish a clear accounting of the workers' daily performance and provide the company with a manner of fairly addressing overall worker output and input. By hiring quality coaches, the company will learn to handle departmental problems and incorporate positive suggestions for improvements from all parties along the hierarchical employment axis. By offering appropriate recognition, compensation, and promotions according to the work performed, the company will demonstrate that they value their employees as human beings and important assets of the organizational team.
Although Company X implemented new transformations in their design processes, many employees still left due to the company's lack of company culture, strategy, integration, and employee motivation. Company X can prevent employees from leaving by providing adequate staffing, giving specific roles to employees, offering PTO, providing proper compensation and recognition to employees, following metrics, adherence protocol, and hiring quality coaches to acknowledge concerns and suggestions.
Thank you.